anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York.
How we doing, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Richie Hicks Jr. Sports Podcast. On today's show, going to be hitting on MLB. Big win for the New York Yankees. First of its kind since the 1970s. Down 5-0, being no-hit by Brian Wolf. Just exceptional events that went down. Going into the 8th inning, no hits. Jazz Chisholm finally broke through. Infield hit. Kind of saluted Wolf for his efforts. Giancarlo Stanton later in the inning getting a big blast, giving the Yankees a shot. 5-3 going into the 9th. Bases loaded. High pitch count for the closer. Yankees were ultimately able to tie on an Austin Wells through right. Extra innings. Devin Williams, another clean inning, looking like the guy that the Yankees were intending on bringing in. Got a little bit of feedback. I'm going to see if I can figure this out. Just bear with me. When I have time, hopefully it'll work. Devin Williams, really clean inning. Ultimately, getting into the bottom half of the 10th. Aaron Judge coming up. And he was able to go over 5 with the hero. Sacrifice fly. And I looked on the first eye test, it looked like Anthony Volpe was dead at home, but a real creative slide where the catcher was able to get a second hand, but the first hand hit home plate. And you're talking a matter of a millisecond. Just truly unbelievable what the Yankees pulled yesterday. They're on a 4-game winning streak. Aaron Judge approaching Cal Rayleigh for the American League Home Run League going into the break. He trails him by 2. Rayleigh did hit a home run during this series. Just unreal. And this is a little stat here. June 24th, 1977, Montreal Expos, they are now the Nationals, and the Pittsburgh Pirates at the old Three Rivers Stadium. A 6-5 win by Pittsburgh. Montreal's Lawrence Twitchell, holding the home team down in the Bronx. Yeah, that's how long a win of this fashion has gone down. 1977. That is insane. Truly insane. As the Yankees go series starting today against, in my team, the team that might pose the biggest threat to the Los Angeles Dodgers, the Chicago Cubs. It's good. I'm glad I watched the whole game. I just had a feeling that at some point the Yankees were going to break through and they were going to do something important and big. Big sweep. And Jazz Chisholm Jr. Definitely showed the home run form. You know, he was going for it late in the game. just missed a homer, but definitely feel good win. All right. Something I wanted to hear. This was recently shared. It is the Yankees' all-time lineup, according to Fox Sports. Babe Ruth, Mickey Mantle, and Joe DiMaggio in the outfield. Infield comprised of Alex Rodriguez at third, Derek Jeter at second, Willie Randolph, shortstop. Willie Randolph at second, Lou Gehrig at first. They got Aaron Judge hitting as the DH, Yogi Berra doing the catching, Mariano Rivera the closer, Whitey Ford on the bump, Casey Stengel as the manager. From all sides, it looks like a phenomenal team. There's only three things that I wouldn't even question change. At second base, you can go Tony Lazzeri or you can go Robinson Cano. At third, you can go Greg Nettles, but it's hard to take out multiple-time MVP. If anything, some Yankee fans will be upset that he rots here just for the sheer fact of the steroid usage. But this team, truthfully, you put them together and space them out against any era of baseball, I'm not sure if anyone beats this team. Ron Guidry could challenge the chairman of the board as the main pitcher. Another little news and note on the Yanks. This is interesting. Aaron Judge is only 14 home runs away from being fourth on the Yankees' all-time home run list, and he is steady approaching Alex Rodriguez, Yogi Berra, and Joe DiMaggio. I mean, Judge has been the Yankee. This is year 8, but it's not out of the question that he could catch the Bambino as the all-time home run leader in franchise history. Of course, Babe did it with 2 other teams, both in Boston. The end of his career with the Braves, earlier in his career with the Red Sox. He's also a great pitcher. All right, moving it along. I do want to hit on those Red Sox. It's funny because when they traded Rafael Devers, I think most people felt that they were giving up on the season, giving up on the immediate future. But kind of coinciding with the Roman Anthony move, and you're seeing how this young Red Sox team is playing right now, their offense has been exceptional. Big win for them over the Tampa Bay Rays. And truth be told, that American League East is a 4-team race. The Red Sox are finding their way back into it. So I have to give props to the Red Sox right now. Sticking around. You know, Toronto had the day off, so anybody that won a game in the East picks up a half game. But Boston definitely could be buyers now, potentially. And not big buyer moves, but I'm talking about they can upgrade the roster. But if they fell from the toxicity level that Devers wasn't in, it seems like the team is responding. And I'm kind of surprised. This is a team that beat the Yankees 5 out of 6 going into just before that shocking trade. And the other side of it is the Giants have been playing as well as the Red Sox since the deal. New York Mets losing to the Baltimore Orioles, who currently are in last place in the American League East. And that brings a smile to the face. I'd like to see a little more of the humbling going on in Queens. They currently, in terms of New York bragging rights, are a half game ahead of the New York Yankees. But I'm not convinced that the Mets are where they want to be right now. I've said it on a few shows. They need to get another start. They need to get some more rotation. Another bad one, too. Possibly the guy they said yesterday said New Orleans. I've been saying it. We'll see how it pans out, plays out. Final thought on the Yankees. DJ LeMay. I know it was controversial amongst the fan base to move on from DJ. You know, for part of his tenure with the New York Yankees, he was the most reliable, the only player to win a batting title in each league. So big playoff hopes. But when you have an abundance of young talent that are, you know, infielders, and you have a guy like Josh Chisholm who's supposed to be a second, this move is necessary if you're making a move at the deadline to get the right baseman. And as of right now, I'm naturally assume that that's what the Yankees are going to do. I still have to consider that the Yankees are going to be making a move for the arm as well. And, we'll last thought. I got to do one because I have a lot. We're going to be trying to get a dog today. Mike Brown this week being introduced as New York Knicks head coach. And I can say I like what I see so far. Stephen A. Smith has been very critical about that this wasn't the splashiest move, this wasn't the right move for the organization. This man has done more than Tom Thibodeau, the guy he's replacing. He's already won multiple rings as an assistant between his days in Golden State as well as San Antonio, coaching under two great coaches in the form of Greg Popovich as well as Steve Kerr. So there's that. He took the Cleveland Cavaliers with LeBron James to the NBA Finals. They came up short. But when you consider what they had around LeBron, very impressive to get there. His stay in Sacramento, best offensive efficiency at the time in NBA history. Higher winning percentage in the playoffs versus Tom Thibodeau. And this is not a guy that's going to wear out the bench and kind of come with the same predictable look. And that is something that I believe got Tom Thibodeau fired. So, as of right now, I'm in support of the move. I think the expectation is the NBA Finals. Why wouldn't it be? Boston's missing their best player all year. Indy missing their best player all year. Pistons potentially going to have some negative residual effects from the Malik Beasley gambling situation. So who does that leave? Cleveland Cavaliers, last year's 1 seed. The upstart Orlando Magic. And I got to say the Knicks. After those three teams, I'm not really looking that deep at anybody else. I think Miami is kind of holding back to make a bigger move when Luka becomes a free agent. The King is not going nowhere. He's staying in LA. He's not coming back to the East. Those are the three best teams in the East as far as I'm concerned going into the season. Of course, health will dictate a big part of that. And All-Star break coming up. Kind of missed to a level when that game decided home court advantage. But it's going to be a very interesting couple of weeks going into the second half of the baseball season. Trade deadline is going to be approaching, and we will be doing the trade deadline show in the near future. Got to cut it short. Got a lot going on today. I really hope we find the right family dog for my guy Noah. He was incredibly excited about that. And also got to get headed to my less fun job today. Caffeine's not hitting the way I want it to today. I sleep deprived, like for real. But I wish all of you a great day today. And what else? Gonna put in another good parlay. They kind of stuck in hard lately, so we'll see if I can keep up my winning ways there. Spoke with Zappy, spoke with Brett, spoke with Idris, NFL on deck. Really looking forward to getting out the divisional previews coming soon. But until next time, I am Rich. Enjoy the rest of your day.